So the plot of the Thanksgiving play involves a lot of ignorant people with good intentions. No matter how good they are, if you're still ignorant about what you're doing, they're still going to come off wrong. So it involves two kind of quote unquote woke teachers attempting to put on a Thanksgiving play for children, and it also involves a miscasting and a very strict historical teacher trying to help them out with it. And from there, it's just them kind of infighting and trying to figure out what works and what doesn't, while not actually knowing what's right. They go through a lot of different kind of situations that aren't exactly appropriate, and it is them trying their best when they do not know how to go about it at all. And it's really funny, it's pretty smart, and I enjoy it. I really do enjoy working on it with my great actors. It is written as 4 white actors in the roles, but I decided to cast 3 non-white actors in the roles and 1 white person because, one, I don't want to, there's enough of all-white cast theater, so I doubt they're gonna miss it very much, but the way the play is presented, it's very satirical, it's very comical, and I feel like it gives us a chance to kind of reclaim something through it. Whereas, previously, for centuries, you had white actors playing different races because they didn't want to cast those races as themselves. So now we kind of subverted it and we show these people in a very visceral and kind of visual way that these things are very ignorant, they don't make any sense. You need to do better than this, and this is how you look to us, this is how you come across to us. It gives them an actual kind of straight representation, and it's tough for, like some of the actors, like Hannah has a pretty tough part where she has to literally be a racist caricature, but it gives us a chance to be like, look at what you are trying to do, look at what you have done, and look at how stupid and ignorant it looks. So now you have to deal with it. We have a actual pretty great cast. We have really good actors in it. They are very great and very passionate at what they do, and they present the story in a very good and easy to follow way while still maintaining that message behind it, which is a very hard balance to do, and also because it's very important to where we're at right now. Whereas, there's plenty of kind of things kind of satirizing the kind of like far right and overt race or like straight racist. There's not as much going after the kind of ignorance that pervades people that believe they know better than everyone else, and that definitely deals with this. It definitely shows that you can have good intentions but be very ignorant in the way that you go about them, and that helps no one. That helps no one, and it actually hurts things. So it's a good thing, and it's a good lesson to kind of get across that you need to do better. If you're really trying to make things better, you're really trying to help these people out, you're really trying to do what you say you want to, then you got to put in the time for it, and you got to actually attempt to do it. You can't just do lip service. You can't just be like, well, I heard this thing and I heard that, so I'm gonna go off of that, without actually talking to actual people. Like a lot of the people in this play seem like they have never even spoke to an indigenous person in their life. So it's them attempting to try to portray them in the correct light when, that's the way a lot of people are. They have never talked to our people, they have never seen what our people go through, yet they want to believe they know what's best for us. So it's a good thing to shed light on people like that, where I know there's some people that are like, well, I know what's best, without even knowing the people that they're helping. I really wanted to, 1, use this as an opportunity to uplift all of the different kind of BIPOC artists that we have. That's why I didn't want to go with like a main all-white cast, even though they are playing all-white characters. And 2, because to me that seems kind of counterintuitive to be like, well, I'm gonna do this play about representation, appropriate representation, while still kind of propelling the main all-white cast problem that theater kind of has right now. So I wanted to kind of confront that, and then within the story, I really wanted to push out that you can be as liberal and as left-leaning and as kind of woke as you want to be, but you can still be incredibly ignorant, you know? So it's a good way to kind of present that and get the idea out there, and also just to make people laugh, just to let people laugh. You know, we do want people to have a good time. We want people to be able to enjoy it and laugh at the parts that they think are funny, because that's the whole point of it. But there is lessons behind it, and I was hoping to get people to really think about what it means to actually help people and actually want to try to represent them when there's not enough representation by those people for themselves, because it's not allowed. So Thanksgiving, to me and a lot of indigenous people, it reminds us of kind of the main fabrication, along with Columbus Day, of how this country was started and how it was founded and what it actually means to our people. Thanksgiving is a nice story made to cover up terrible things, and it's been used as that continuously, and it's still used as that. So it's nice to kind of reclaim it. Like, I know some natives that love Thanksgiving, and not because of what it means, but because it's basically a chance to just be with your family and be close with each other and eat and have a good time. But I don't know a single indigenous family that's like, well, time to talk about the Pilgrims. Time to talk about the story of Thanksgiving. All the thoughts of Thanksgiving and things like that. It kind of ties back into what this play is trying to portray, which is a erasure of people. And in this play, it's actually straight visual, whereas you have a white person playing a Native American, and other white people cast her in the role because they're like, oh, well, she looks the part. You know, she looks like it, so it's good enough. And that's a good kind of easy representation of erasure of people, and especially in entertainment, the missing representation in it. So that's something that we're trying to kind of push back against and trying to kind of reclaim as our own, is this space for people like me and others to be able to have a voice in it while actually speaking for themselves and being able to present for themselves and being able to be told, well, that's good enough. We don't need someone to agree with you in order to have what you say be true. And that's all we want. So I'm very proud that we are able to try and continue to fight that.